And we're here at Comic-Con Peet and Reet on location with Mr. Tom Wopat.
She had to check, see what the name was to make sure.
I didn't. I know who he was. All right.
Well, I'm so not used to calling you that.
What?
You know, from the Dukes of Hazzard, I mean, my gosh, I never called you Tom. I thought you were so hot. Still are, by the way.
Whatever. Okay.
So, Tom, how long were you an actor before you became with Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh, gosh. I started doing musical comedy, I guess, when I was about 12. And went to the University of Wisconsin, studied voice. Did a couple seasons in a summer stock theater in Michigan in the mid-'70s. And then moved to New York in '77. Did a Broadway show in summer '78 called I Love My Wife, a Cy Coleman musical. And then in the fall, what did we do? I did an off-Broadway Oklahoma, which was bitchin'. And then like a week after that, I got cast in Dukes.
Very cool. So now your dream was always to be an actor, singer?
No, I
performer?
was a singer, definitely. Yeah. The acting thing just kind of happened because of the musicals. But it's been good. It's been a lot of fun.
So did you have voice training? Were you natural? Or?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started when I was a little kid. Been singing in public since I was like 5 or 6.
So that's your love?
That's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Musicals, stage musicals is something that comes very naturally to me. It's always been a skill, and there aren't that many people who can do it.
I heard that's a ton of hard work, like
Well,
hours.
the thing is it's apples and oranges between that and film. Film, film you're doing little bits and pieces all day long, and sometimes they're not in sequence. A lot of times you might only work a little bit on one day, and that shows up in a movie in a different place than where they originally thought it was going to be. So basically, film stuff is you do little bits and pieces throughout the day. In stage stuff, I mean, you're there 2.5 hours, you're on, then you're done. But it's a whole different kind of continuity to it, and
you have a complete show when you walk
yeah,
out.
yeah, and I mean, I really enjoy the live thing. Once you got to make a case that the people who see you in a live show on stage, they're the only ones who ever see that performance. Every performance is different, and it's true. It's very true. And so, when something really exciting happens or something really awful happens, they're the only ones who see it. So I very much like live stuff.
So when you come off the stage, right, and you got that energy, you got the people out in front of you, and all of a sudden you go and you're stuck in front of a camera now. That's got to be a whole different ballgame.
Different ballgame, yeah. Apples and oranges, like I said. But I seem to have been lucky. I get to do both, and I do a lot of singing with a band, with orchestras, by myself with a guitar. And to me, that's the stuff that's the most comfortable, actually.
Do you like working with an orchestra?
Oh, yeah. Are you nuts?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Best band ever, yeah. Rhetorical question. Yeah, I used to do a lot of stuff with the Cincinnati Pops. There was a guy named Eric Kunzel, and they sold more orchestral music than anybody in the world. He was a big rock star, kind of pop conductor. Like the guy now with the Boston Pops.
Right.
So I've done a lot of that, and I've enjoyed it a great deal, and done a lot of Broadway shows, been nominated for a couple of Tonys, and been recording a lot of my own stuff lately. That's actually, next month I'm going to be doing a couple of shows in Manhattan, mostly of my music, stuff that I've written.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah, you're a little bit exposed. It feels like you're naked.
Yeah.
Now you've done 10 albums, is that correct?
That's probably right.
Yeah, and is that just you or combination of?
No, me.
Yeah.
With a band, or I did country records for a few years, and
You and John did some, right? John Schneider?
we did. John did a bunch of his own, then I did some, and then about 20 years ago now, I started doing the American Songbook stuff, standards.
Oh, yes.
And I kind of mix it with pop stuff, kind of like Diana Krall,
Yep.
where she'll have some pop tunes mixed in with the standards, and we do that. And now, in the last couple of records, I've mixed in some original stuff, which she doesn't really do. She doesn't write.
No,
But then also a couple of years ago, we made a Christmas record, John and I,
Yeah, I saw it.
which is bitchin', man.
Yeah, so much fun. Yeah, you guys got a really great sound, and you've got super control of your voice. I went back through some of your stuff before we had this interview, and I'll tell you, man.
Well, I'm glad you like it. It's a lot of fun. It's something that I really enjoy to do, and So far, people keep hiring me. I don't know what to say.
All right, let's go, Dukes.
Good.
6 years on Dukes. How was that?
Fun.
Yeah.
Was
It's
it?
nuts. A long time ago. I was 27 when I started.
Wow.
I'm 64 now. So I'm older now than I think Uncle Jesse was when he started the show. And the kids in line still call me a Duke boy. It cracks me
Oh,
up.
that's funny. And how was it working with Daisy Duke?
We all got along very well. We had a chemistry, and that's really what made the show work.
Yeah.
John and Kathy and I, it was very loose. The scripts were pretty crappy, actually, and we tried to make them as good as we could. Jim and Sorrell, the boss and Roscoe, they did some really, really terrific stuff together. And they totally changed chicken into chicken salad.
Right.
It was an amazing show.
I watch it
Never
all
missed
the time.
Did you ever get hurt jumping into that car?
Banged up a little bit. The first slide across the car that you see in the opening credits, that's where this scar came from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Somebody just told me that in the opening you can hear me say, ouch.
Really?
I don't think so. I think he's making it up.
Now, did you guys drive? Or did they
All the
stunt
time.
drive? Yeah? So was you
Oh,
guys-
yeah. John loves to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it all right. I don't mind, but
So all those spins and turns and everything was
a lot
you
of
guys
that.
doing
A lot of that was us. Yeah,
Oh, that's
we can
cool.
do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what we would do too is, we would do stuff where we'd coordinate between the two of us. So say we're going to do a reverse 180.
Yeah.
All right, we're sliding in the car. He's still sliding in when I turn the key. The ignition is on. He hits the gas. I drop it in reverse. He's not shifting. Okay, he's looking over his shoulder, looking where we're going. He says, now. So I drop it into drive. As he's spinning the wheel, we're going.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It was very cool. Yeah, we were very coordinated, and it was amazing.
Now, nowadays, would they let people do that? Actors
Oh,
do
sure.
that? Yeah?
I reckon.
Yeah.
In the right kind of situation. The thing was that you can make the case that ours was the first really vehicle-oriented show.
Yeah.
I've told the people in the talk back today, you never saw, like in commercials, you never saw cars squeal. You never saw them burn rubber.
Yeah.
You never saw them jump.
Right.
That was all since what we did.
Yeah.
And it was groundbreaking. It was a lot of fun. I think there's a factoid that there were more cuts in a show, in a 46-minute episode. There were more cuts in there than there had ever been in an hour of television before.
Now, you must have broke a lot of cars, too, right?
Oh, I guess we ruined a few. Yeah, but I mean, you're going to put a 4,000-pound car 20 feet in the air. It's going to do some
Yeah,
damage.
something's going to happen.
Yeah, we ruined a lot of them. Probably, I'd say 200, 250. And probably twice that many cop cars.
Was there ever a time where you were afraid when you did something, like if you jumped the car or whatever?
Well, we didn't do the jumps.
Okay.
We had stunt guys, and they were terrific. I would, if there was a short guy getting in my shirt, I'd say, no, you look like a child in that. So I'd demur. But we'd do all the fist fights and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever clock one another just
Oh,
accidentally?
No. I mean, John hit a few guys, and I told him if he ever hit me, I'd hit him back, and he never hit me. I did hit Gerald McCready in one show. Remember Simon & Simon?
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
He was the tall one.
Yeah, he's married to Delta Burke.
We're that era.
And he's
Yeah.
a great guy. He's a great guy. But I didn't know he was an actor. I thought he was a stuntman.
Okay.
So we're doing a fight. We're doing a fist fight, and I get him in the stomach, and I'm going to come with a right cross. And he knows I'm going to come with a right cross, and he's supposed to duck. He did not duck, and I knocked him flat on his ass.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Did you guys know you're going to be big when you started? Did you know it was no?
You can't know that.
And it's gotten bigger. It keeps growing, right?
Well, right now it's like pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that has transcended television. It's part of the lexicon in the States.
Is
you
that
know,
cool for you as being part
It's
of it?
a little weird.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's not the worst thing. And they're good guys.
Yeah.
It's not perverted or anything.
Yeah.
Now, do you get typecast when you do a role like that for so long?
Not too much.
No.
I mean, I still.
You did civil
I'm-
after that, right?
Huh?
You did civil after that.
I did
right?
civil after that. I was playing a stuntman, so that's kind of the same thing. But I've always said I have a country guy and I got a city guy. That's what you're going to get, one or the other. And so I've done things on Broadway like City of Angels, which is like a film noir kind of piece. I did 42nd Street on Broadway,
Love it.
and just did Catch Me If You Can. I played the Christopher Walken part. I played the dad.
Very cool.
Yeah, swinging shit too.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good stuff. Can you say swinging on the? Okay.
can
You can
say
say whatever you
shit.
want on this.
Say whatever
Anything
you want.
So, you know, I mean, I still probably am more comfortable in the rougher guys. I get cast a lot as a cop, but I don't care.
Yeah. You love what you do, right?
Huh?
You love what you do.
I'm very fortunate. I love what I do. These things are a little bizarre, you know, in being kind of like a celebrity.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But it's fun working with the fans. It's fun talking to them, and you know, if I can make their day, I mean, that's not the worst thing.
Are you humbled by it? By everything that's happened?
I don't know if humbled's the right word. I think totally amazed a lot of the time. And you know, the thing is, I look so much different than what I did on the show that
It's just the
I
hair,
don't
I
really
think.
get stopped out on the street much.
I think it's just the hair.
Yeah, she's
Well,
taking all her hair back.
You know,
Maybe a little
actually,
bit
you
of
know,
this.
more people recognize the voice than they do me.
Yeah.
They'll hear me say something, and they'll go,
Oh.
oh, you are." The funny thing is when John and I do stuff together, because we'll go out and have a sandwich or something, and people are going, "But you're not really related, are you?"
So you see each other often?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
see each other a lot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because
No,
that
he's
doesn't happen a lot.
great guy.
You guys gonna get a chance to work together again?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that Christmas record. I got another record in mind. He's probably not going to want to do it, but he will.
Now you're gonna hit him if he's not gonna do it.
I'll bring some pressure to bear. But
And can you
eventually, I would like to do a film with him again. He's making films down in Louisiana, and sooner or later, I'm sure we'll do something together.
So can you give us a little idea of what the project is you want to do with him?
No.
Darn.
Hard to say. I mean, I've had some ideas. What I've wanted to do was recast some Broadway show tunes and do some stuff with him. There's a few male duets, but they're very few and far between.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So if somebody's trying to follow you or your music, what's the best way to do it?
Wopat.com, TomWopat.com. Yeah. You get my police record too. So. All good.
It's this long to
How
rap
many
sheet.
times?
Shut
Yeah,
up.
I was going to say. How many
Don't
times
tell
have you
him.
been arrested?
You know, you did a couple movies too, right? With the Dukes, right? Did they do
Yeah, we did a
reunion?
couple reunion movies. That's a long time ago. First one was '96. The second one was 2000.
Was it fun though to get the cast back together? And
Yeah, they're not very good. The first one was pretty good.
Yeah.
The second one wasn't very good. And then, you know, I'll do something again with John, I'm sure. One of the most fun things I've done in the last few years was a Tarantino film. I did Django Unchained,
Oh, that's, yeah.
and I played a U.S. Marshal. That was more fun than you can imagine.
Really?
Yeah, it was a blast.
all right, so now during your time when you were doing your show, what was your favorite show to watch?
Back then?
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know. Probably ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch that much episodic television.
Did you find
I mean-
television now though? I mean, television back then to us was much better.
I don't watch it at all anymore.
Yeah.
I watch sports and I watch news.
Favorite team?
Oh, Brewers, Packers, Badgers, Bucks, Wisconsin.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
I'm a huge Packers fan.
I go back there and sing the anthem for everybody. And
I've been to
nice.
Wisconsin. It can be cold there.
he's
in the
been to
winter.
Wisconsin.
I've
been to
always
Wisconsin.
I
wanted.
shot for John Deere. I shot some stuff up there for John Deere, and I'll tell you, we froze our butts off.
What time of year?
It was middle of January.
Stupid.
You're right. Okay. Camera froze.
I've
I want to
always.
do that.
I'm a singer too, and I've always wanted to sing for Green Bay at the anthem because
I sang the anthem in '98 when Brett Favre was quarterback.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
One of my favorite players too.
He's a pal. I've played in his golf
Amazing.
tournament.
Nice.
I've played in his golf.
Were you good?
No,
Tom?
none of them are either.
Thank you so much for stopping by the Peet
My
and Reet
pleasure.
Show.
All right, we'll see you guys
So
later.
much fun.
Yes, take
Thanks.
care.
Peace out.
All right. Tom Wopat, Dukes of Hazzard, 6 years.
Amazing singer.
Amazing singer. Actually, really is. I checked him out.
I know.
It doesn't suck.
Take care. We'll see you shortly on the Peet and Reet Show. We got more people here at Comic Con in Niagara Falls.
Oh, yeah.
Right.